Hey, we are here with JoAnna from planDisney, and Katie and I want to learn everything we can about visiting Walt Disney World, saving on a Walt Disney World trip. So JoAnna, thank you for being with us.
Welcome.
We know that there are 4 parks here at Walt Disney World. They're all a little bit unique, each one. Do you mind giving us, our listeners and our readers, just a quick overview of the park so they know what to expect?
Yeah, of course. So starting with Magic Kingdom, which is of course the classic Disney experience, you have Cinderella Castle, which is sort of the key thing that you see when you walk down Main Street USA into the park. That has the kind of classic attractions that Walt Disney came up when he first built Disneyland in California. And it has the different lands, Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, that kind of bring you just into different worlds and different attractions. And then Epcot, on the other side of the monorail, you have Spaceship Earth, which is kind of the crown jewel of the park. And one of the really cool things about Epcot is World Showcase, which brings you into different countries. There are cast members from around the world really bringing their stories and experience, which is really cool.
Love that.
Hollywood Studios brings you into your our favorite movies. So there's Toy Story Land, Star Wars, which is my favorite.
Oh yeah.
And then Animal Kingdom, which is actually my favorite park, which if you love animals, it's a really cool place to be. But also there are different areas that are inspired by countries around the world, which for me, which I'm a really big traveler, is really cool.
Yeah, well, we're big travelers too, so we absolutely agree with you there. Okay, so let's move over to the Disney Resorts collection. There are so many different hotels people can choose from. What are some things that guests should think about when they're trying to decide which hotel is right for them?
Yeah, so there are 3 things that I think about. So first is location, where you're going to be planning to spend most of your time. So a lot of times when I'm here with my friends, we might be here for the Epcot Festival. So right now we have the International Flower and Garden Festival going on. So we might want to stay at a resort that's near Epcot, so Boardwalk or Caribbean Beach Resort. Where I'm staying right now, actually.
Yeah.
So are we.
But when I'm here with my nephew, we want to be near Magic Kingdom because that's really where a lot of the rides are that he likes to go on. So we might stay at Wilderness Lodge or at Polynesian. The second thing is theming. So each of the resorts has its own unique theme, and that's really what I love about staying at a Disney resort hotel. So it's not just about the theme parks, but really being kind of immersed in the Disney experience as soon as you step foot on property. So for me, I was saying that I love animals. Animal Kingdom Lodge is such a unique experience. You really feel like you're staying in the middle of a savanna in Africa. If you like animated movies, Art of Animation just has different themed areas and themed rooms. So Lion King, Cars, which my nephew really loves. And the third thing is price point, obviously. Disney has such a range of value, moderate, and deluxe hotels at really all price points.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
So these hotels come with early theme park entry, right? So what can guests expect for those? It's an extra 30 minutes inside the park, is that right?
Yeah, 30 minutes. So you get in before regular guests, and it really gives you a chance to start your day and really maximize the day by getting in some rides with potentially shorter queues. My family likes to do it so we can get as much done in the morning, and then maybe we go back to the resort to enjoy the pool, the activities, or just have some nap time.
Yeah, and are there special character experiences at any of the hotels?
Yeah, so during the summer, select hotels have characters coming for special meet and greets. And actually, I love those because it just feels a little more intimate and you get more like one-on-one experience.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, well, let's move on to the technology side. The My Disney Experience app has changed a lot in the past few years, and it does a lot. So I wanted your opinion on what our readers should know about the app, what features that you love, and maybe some features that people are overlooking.
Yeah, so the My Disney Experience app, and I've been here so many times, like since I was 6 years old, but I would be lost without the My Disney Experience app. So that is really your guide to even before you even get to Disney World. So you can do things like check into your resort, make your dining reservations, or book enchanting extras. You can buy your Lightning Lane passes. But when you're on resort property, you can use it for directions, which is really great. I still even use it because I may know how to get somewhere, but I may not know the fastest, most direct way to get there. So you can just look Spaceship Earth, and they'll tell you exactly step by step, like Google Map type directions. You can also, you'll book your lightning lane passes through there and make your selections. I love it for mobile ordering because you can
it's a big time saver.
save a lot of time on mobile ordering food. But another thing that people may not know about is mobile checkout. So when you're at a store, select stores, you can actually check out in the app, and then you bypass the regular line. You just stop by a little kiosk on your way out. They scan your QR code and give you a bag.
That's a
There
great
you
tip.
go.
Yeah, that's a great tip. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
so if you love Disney merch, that's a great tip.
I'll remember that shopping later today. So let's talk about planDisney. You are a planDisney panelist, and I think it's a tool that a lot of people don't know about. What makes it special, and what makes it different than just going on and Googling some things before your trip?
Yeah, so we're a group of guests who are passionate about planning Disney vacations. So when people submit questions, we can give them a personalized answer using our advice and experience. And we come from many different backgrounds, so there is bound to be a panelist who's had some similar experience that they can draw upon to give you kind of a heartfelt answer.
That's great to be able to get answers from real guests who've been there and who've done all the things that you're wondering about. Such a great tool. For someone who's never planned a Disney trip before, for those first timers, what advice do you have? Where should they start? What are the big things they should think about before planning their trip?
Yeah, so I think choosing the resort is the first thing, kind of that's the key that anchors every trip. So thinking about, like I was saying, where you want to be closest to, where you might be spending the most time. I mean, if you're spending time at all 4 parks, then maybe that becomes less of a decision point. But you can still think about location and the type of transportation to the parks. They all have complimentary transportation, which is great. I love that. It's like leave the driving to Disney when you get here.
Yep.
But some resorts like Animal Kingdom Lodge that I was mentioning, it's all bus transportation to the parks. So if you have a stroller, you have to fold it up to get onto the bus. So I was just here with my nephew last month, and we stayed at Grand Floridian. And you can take the monorail to Epcot at Magic Kingdom, and you can actually even walk to Magic Kingdom from Grand Floridian.
The Skyliner is amazing from some of the resorts
Yeah.
too. I took that a couple times yesterday, and it's just so easy.
It's like its own ride too.
It really is. It really
It's like a ride before you even get to the park.
Absolutely.
Same with the monorail. I mean, you could do that.
Yeah.
Just drive around.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, so with all these different resorts at Disney, there's a huge range of prices, and you mentioned that earlier. From a pure value standpoint, what is the smartest way to approach a Disney trip right now?
So definitely checking the special offers page on the Disney World website. There are so many great special offers going on right now. So any resort you stay at any price point that's a Disney Collections resort hotel, you get free admission to the water parks this summer. So that is a great value, especially for a whole family. And then our value hotels are great. I've stayed at Art of Animation, which has the animation theme, and then the All-Star resorts.
Yeah, the All-Stars are great. That's awesome. Well, I think that's it for today, JoAnna. Thank you so much for joining us. And I know our readers and listeners are going to learn a lot about saving with planDisney. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.